All right, what's going on YouTube? I'll do an intro now. I guess I'm going live. I have no one watching at this point, but I think I'll keep this up on my channel. So I'll do an intro now. Today is Friday evening. It is pretty crappy weather here in Pennsylvania. It's cold, rainy. Still have no Camaro. You know, just hanging out, seeing if I get anyone in here for the Q&A. I apologize if I haven't been posting videos, but the full videos are about to come. We're about to get some exciting stuff going on. So I am here. It looks like we've got 8 people in here already. And I'm just sitting on my truck out here. I left in the comments of my last video. I'll do a little Q&A. And my phone's on I think it's 15% right now. So we'll just let her ride till she dies. So if you guys start giving me some questions. All right, my first car is actually the same Camaro that I had, except it wasn't the same. It was a 2010 6-cylinder Camaro, automatic. I was a baller. I drove it around in manual mode and shifted all around with it, but it looked just like the one that does now. And then I was working at a Chevy dealership, and that my neighbor owned, and ended up trading up, and financially, probably not the best of ideas, but, you know, it happened. Let's see here. What else do we got? How was making the first pass with a turbo setup? Whoa, holy comments. All right, hold on. I'm trying to catch up. First pass, I was terrified. I didn't even want to leave off the trans brake. I told Jeff when we were at the track that I said we're going to leave off the foot brake, and he looked at me. He's like, dude, you're an idiot. You're not leaving off the foot brake. So that was that, but it was fun, you know. I think the first pass I ran it a couple times on street tires, just leaving, and yeah, dude. So Bud Silverado, you got it right. But sorry, I'm way back here in the comments. But you know, first pass I might have made a 660 in the eighth, nothing crazy. But since then, I mean, dude, I love it. I'm itching to get back in it. How sure are you that you'll beat Guitarmageddon ZL1? I'm not sure. I mean, it's a drag race. Anything could happen. That's the whole point of racing. So you go out there and you line up and you don't know what's going to happen until you're going down track, and it goes. So my 416 Pro, yeah, I mean, I'm down to race anything. Black TBSS. I'm down to race anything. I mean, within reason. I'm not going to race a pro mod and waste everyone's time. But yeah, I'm down to race pretty much anything. I just like to race, you know, grudge race, no time pro tree. That's my thing. When I get the car back, hopefully we'll be doing a lot of that. So I apologize. I keep apologizing to you guys because I just want to race and I just want to film racing. But, you know, I had some bad luck with the car, and we're getting it all ironed out. New setup, that's expected. Have you ever almost crashed the Camaro? Yeah. No, I mean, I'm sure there's been some scares. You know, bald tires and rain don't do that good. So when I normally run the tires down, if you look at the tires on my truck, they're about, I'd say these are about 50% wear for me. You know, I'll wear them down till the metal starts showing. So, yeah, there's been some scares in the Camaro. Have you ever raced on the street? Yeah, I used to race on the street all the time. I try not to anymore. You know, I've seen some people lose their car and all that, so that's kind of a turnoff to racing on the street. But, you know, I drive my car on the street everywhere, so when someone pulls up next to me, it's hard not to get in it. Race Nick and Mike, that is the plan. We are going to race. Street or track. I mean, I'm a radial guy. I like racing on the track. I don't really I don't find racing on the street that fun, whether it's a closed street or open street. I prefer just track racing, you know, no time pro tree. Some people are into street racing. I'm not one of them. So come to Camaro Fest, fool. I don't think I will be there. I think I'm friends with you on Facebook with the red and green or orange car, green stripes. You got a Pro Charger or something. Shit's badass. So yeah. Yeah, my dad wasn't happy when I gave him a ride in my car. He was pretty pissed. What's the best time that I ran? I can't tell you that. Are you kidding me? I think everyone knows what the Crow mod is. So yeah, I don't tell times. That's just, I race a lot of guys that run no time stuff. So you know, out of respect for the other cars that I race, I don't think that they'd want me to be telling their time. So what do I actually do for a living? I'm a golf professional. That's why I'm up here in Pennsylvania. I could do a whole video on that. I've kind of been putting that off just because it's like weird to say what I do for a living. I pretty much do a lot of things, whatever I can to make money. So I mean, within reason, obviously. Yeah. I remember that last race too. You think you were there at that last race? Can't wait to the race. Yeah, I'm excited about the race with Nick. You know, he hasn't done any testing. We've talked a few times, but you know, it just kind of is what it is. He has to test. I have to test. Obviously, with my stuff having a lot of new parts on it, hold on, comments. Y'all are killing the comments right now. With having some new parts and keep changing the setup, you know, it's kind of like going back to like page one. Obviously not page one. We know how to get the car to hook now. So it's just trying to get power to it off the line. It just wants more and more power. So what's your opinion on the Hellcat? I mean, I think it's good. I think a lot of people shouldn't be driving them, but I mean, I don't see a lot of them. I don't really think they're that fast. I have actually never raced a Hellcat, so I'm itching to race a Demon because I'll smoke that thing. So yeah. So I did want a Q&A. I didn't expect this. I mean, I was expecting a little bit more people. I mean, 12,000, almost 13,000 subs. Come on. The Demon. I think the Demon's badass. But I think a lot of people will wrecking it. What are 830 some horsepower is too much for the average person. Have you ever been to Cruise Week, Ocean City, Maryland? No, I have not. That's on my list at some point. How do you fit those 15s on the rear? With a brake conversion kit. I used Chase Kirby Mirror Image AutoWorks down in Georgia. And RPM put it on, obviously. A little finessing, you know, a little grinding here and there, but pretty cheap. Lower control arms, trailing arms, different brakes, rotors, caliper, obviously. And then they kind of fit like a glove. Let's see here. I don't know who. I'm assuming that guy. I don't even know. These comments, some of these are. Cam, it's an in-house RPM custom grind turbo cam. You know, I think it's like I drove it. I used it when it was NA, and it was. Well, actually, sorry. Back to that. I'm trying to keep up the comments. All right. Actually, the car made like 478 wheel horsepower, 6-speed manual, just cam only with that blower cam in it. So it's pretty fun. But why do I call it the Camaro when it has red stripes? I wouldn't say the color is how it got the name. It used to be a lot heavier than it was. It was a heavy sumbitch. It's still pretty heavy now, but that's how, you know, like a cow's heavy. So like you see a fat person, you're like, oh, what a cow. You see my car, it's heavy. Oh, what a cow. So that's how it goes. No disrespect to any fat people out there. I'm getting up there. Is Guitarmageddon as douchey in person as he seems in videos? No, I mean, I like Nick. Nick's a good guy. I think he means well. I think they all do. They're all good for I think now personally, I think there's too many people getting into it. There's just a lot of like all of a sudden. I was late to the game. Those guys definitely inspired me to start my channel, but I think that there's just like too many people trying to do this car, and they're all similar. You know, a lot of these guys put a camera and drive around and talk for 10 minutes, and that's their video. So I try to give you guys more action, have a little bit more meaning to it. So, but whatever works. That's why it's called YouTube. You can do whatever you want on yours. What size turbo? It's a Precision Billet 8891 Gen 2. So 88 millimeter turbo is pretty much all you need to know. Is the Camaro your first Camaro? No, I had a 6-cylinder Camaro before. It was literally the same car, just with a 6-cylinder. Probably would have been better off just to put a nice like monster motor in it and build it the same way, because there's virtually nothing stock on the car now. I have a 4th gen Camaro. What should I do with it? You should just pump a ton of nitrous through it. Put a converter in it, nitrous, get some good wheels and tires, and be done with it. Just like that. If it's a 4L60 though. Now 4L60 is alright. Does high sixes. Johnny HD, that's a number right there. It's also some power. 10% battery, boys. We're getting down to it. Have you ever faced a Lotus? No, I haven't. I haven't faced a Lotus. Can't say I have. How hard was the Turbo 400 conversion? That would be a question that you'd have to refer to Jeff, because Jeff did the install on that. It's pretty straightforward. You take the old transmission out, you make that one fit, you shove it in there, and that's it. Do you ever think about running nitrous or have? No, I haven't run nitrous, but I am looking to have a, the goal is to eventually get a Fox body, like put whatever motor in it and pump a ton of nitrous to it and be fast like that. I'd like to have another car, small tire nitrous car. That's the goal, Fox body, make it look sweet. 28-10-5, get out there busting ass on an LS motor. Do you have a different job besides YouTube? Yes, I'm a golf professional. Would you ever buy a Corvette? Yeah, I mean, I would. I think Corvettes are nice. I think that fast Corvettes are sweet. Like if you have a high horsepower C7, that's pretty badass. Now, if you just I don't really. For people that come up to me like wanting to race and stuff, and they just have like a bolt-on supercharger and out of the box tune, and they come up talking shit, I'm just kind of like, what the hell? But I think that anything with high horsepower and all that's pretty badass. But I'm all about being respectful. So if people are respectful of me, I'm respectful of them. So I don't bash anyone. When are you racing next? Well, I am trying to get my car back so I can get to testing. So I'm hoping that another 2 weeks, hopefully I have the car back and be up there testing. So, LT1. Should I leave that motor or go LSX? Dude with the 4th gen LT1, get rid of that thing. That's a boat anchor. Get rid of it. How do you like the Duramax? I love the Duramax. It's killing me. I'm actually standing on it right here. It's killing me right now though. I hate being stock. I can't leave anything stock, so it's pretty tough. But you going to race Mike Z062? Yes, that's the plan at some point. Yeah. I think Mike's car could be fast. I think it is faster than Nick's ZL1, but Nick's ZL1, I'm talking about his 13 ZL1. His 13 ZL1 is it'll run a lot more consistent. It'll just run that time over and over. So, it's automatic versus manual right there. Take the driver out of it as much as you can. Why did you choose big single over twins? Pretty much, I just decided that everyone could do a twin turbo, and I didn't want to run a twin turbo setup. So twin turbos are easy. You just stick 2 on there. No one runs a big single. So I was like, hey, I literally said to Martin and Ryan at RPM, I said, hey, I want to run a big I want to run an 88mm turbo. I want to run a 3-speed auto, and I want to drive it on the street. And then it just kind of evolved and kept evolving to where it is. What kind of fuel do you run in the Camaro? I want to walk in here and show you guys. It's freezing up here in Pennsylvania. If you couldn't tell by my long sleeve shirt, let me turn a light on in here. But you'll notice I never do videos in my garage because it's a mess. It's not my mess. It's from moving and changing locations all the time. So there's boxes and stuff everywhere. But this is the fuel here hidden under all my racing gear and tires. So C16. That's it. Simple VP. That's pretty much it. So there are the tires you guys saw in the last video. They're getting kind of famous now. So what else are we doing comment-wise? Oh, fix the name. That quick you fixed the name. I must have insulted you when I said 500 horsepower before. All right, mid-12. What do you think of fast 85? I mean, dude, if it's fast, it's pretty cool. What area of PA do you live in? I am in northeastern Pennsylvania, the back mountain, the wonderful valley. So that's where I'm located. What time would you like to hit? Obviously, I'd like to keep going faster and faster, put a different motor in there and run 8.0s. That and wheels up on an IRS. That'd be the goal. But as of right now, I'm happy just running the 11-second passes that I make. Ever going to race in Ohio? No, I haven't ever raced in Ohio. I've never even gone to Ohio. I could probably just point it out on a map and that's it. So let's go back here, see if I missed any. Yeah, that Subaru with that much power, I feel like that's pretty quick. I mean, I'm no Subaru expert. I just kind of know LS stuff somewhat decent. So yeah, no problem. I'm probably gonna wrap it up here in the next 2 or 3 minutes here. My phone's about to die, so if it just ends abruptly, that's why. Yeah, that trail. You'll have to put me out if you want to race me with that Trailblazer. I need lengths, dude. I need lengths. It just looks fast on camera. Come to Chicago. See, I don't like to drive. Going to North Carolina is plenty far enough for me. So, you know, how much power is the car making? Well, last time it was on the dyno with a bad converter, it made, we ran more boost than we used to, and it made like 950. So that converter was definitely unhappy. It made 1050 before. I should race boosted. I'd probably get my ass drugged. Those guys are built. Anything with like a full-on like race car like that, I can't mess with. My car's not a race car, so yeah. No, those guys. I mean, on the no prep, it's like even tough. If they were on like a prepped radial track on radials, those guys would fly. So yeah, those guys run like I think they run like 490s and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks, man. I hope to get the car back and get out there racing soon. It's killing me not racing, driving the truck around. But ordered the first mod for the truck last week. I didn't order it. It's actually on the way. So I think in a week or so. Can you beat Farm Truck then? Yeah, I think I could. I really do think I could beat Farm Truck. I know he's gotten faster, but I would really like to race him. That'd be cool. Lockup or non-lockup converter? Lockup converter all the way. Those things are badass. Even now they're starting to lock them up during passes, and that's like, talk about mile an hour now at the back door. Whew. If I could run a lockup converter in my car, I would, but I don't have like 30 grand to buy a nice Rossler transmission with a lockup converter that's like meant to lock up during a pass. What age did you find yourself in drag racing? Probably like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Probably like 18, 19, around there. Those are just stupid fast. Yeah, no, those guys, well, no, 490 on the street. I'm talking about boosted. I think boosted runs like 490s. He's not as fast as all those guys, but no, those guys are. Yeah, I think I could take Dung Beetle and Farm Truck. Those are two slower cars there, and they're more like, you know, one's heavy and the other one doesn't have that much. Copo. My neighbor has a Copo. It'd be nice to race that, just see where it is. So I keep telling him I'd win. So I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna lose. If I had a Gear Vendors Overdrive, I definitely do that hot rod tour, but it tends to be whenever I go to the track, I always mess something up. So you know, my setup's pretty new, so we're just trying to figure it out. Once we get that figured out, then something like that, yeah, it's definitely on the list. Have you ever seen I've seen blown up motors. I've seen a few of them. I've seen some that had like 50 pounds of metal in the oil pan. But I haven't seen anyone. Oh yeah, no, I have seen. I used to work at a drag strip. The track that I race at Glot Motorsports Park, I used to do the track prep out there. I learned from a guy, Harold Rayner. He's a stud at track prep, absolutely kills it. So I'd work up there, working on the start line, doing that stuff. So I've seen a few people blow motors and break whatever, and you know, send rods to the bottom. How much boost do you launch at? Right now with that last converter, we were struggling to build boost at the line. Before it used to launch at 11 pounds, and then we turned it down to 8, and now we can't even seem to get it up to 8. So it was launching at like 6 or 7, and it really wanted more. That converter was way too tight for it. I'd like to participate in Drag Week, yeah, that'd be fun. When did you get the Camaro? I got that when I was 18 years old, right before my senior year of high school. I got the day before first day of class too, and I actually learned to drive stick on that car. So I drove stick before, but not like as like a daily car. So when you put a cowbell on the Camaro, that's pretty cool. Yeah, maybe I should. You know, I'm thinking about changing the colors to white and black. My mom says she's gonna kill me because she loves the white and orange. She also won't let me put a cowl hood on it, but I think we're gonna do that eventually. But yeah, I want to change it to white with black carbon fiber stripes. That's top secret. I never told anyone that before. But are you gonna put toe mirrors on the Duramax? Shh, that might be the next mod. Can you beat Tiger Woods? Of course. He's terrible now. No, I actually do like Tiger. I'm a huge Tiger fan. I wish he'd get good and come back and play some good golf. Get on the list of Street Outlaws. I have no business being anywhere near that list. Those guys are badass. You should make a race car. Yeah, I'd like to make a Fox body race car. You know, small block, single power adder, nitrous, small tire. something like that. Badass cage, super light, and just bust some ass. So, all right, I'm 21 minutes. I'm getting off. So, final question, send them my way. Yeah, no, I have no business being anywhere near Street Outlaws unless I'm racing them. Yes, I get that all the time. Adam Sandler, dude, it's brutal. So, I mean, I guess it could be worse. It could be someone. So, Rally stripe. I don't know. I think I want to go one solid carbon fiber, matte carbon fiber stripe on top of a cowl hood. I think that'll look badass. So, and I also, of course, I'm gonna send it. I always send it. I mean, I break my shit. I always send it. Thanks. I appreciate the support with the videos, but yeah. Also, I ordered another part, an add-on. This is a completely separate part. This isn't just maintenance or rebuilding the Camaro. We added something else. It attaches to the back of the car, so you guys can. Oh, wink, wink. You guys can figure out what that is. So, yeah. But other than that, can you subscribe to me, John Doc? I can, but it won't do anything because I don't really spend much time watching YouTube videos. I normally... How to look without a hat? Oh, dude, I got, like, silver hair. I'm, like, getting old. So, I'm 23, but good God. If you notice, I always wear a hat. So, no wheelie bars. It's an IRS car. So, yeah. Definitely Camaro, like 69, yeah. Easy. 69 Camaro's favorite muscle car by far. So, I don't know why my phone hasn't died yet. I was expecting to die so much sooner. I've been out here for 20 minutes. So, yeah, but I got some stuff working on my end with the Camaro clothing line that should be taking off pretty soon. I got a couple other deals that we're trying to work out and make some changes to the Duramax here, make it kind of cool. And, yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on.